How's it going? Fox here again for Sound Design Tutorials. Part 2 today of a 3-part series for Sylenth 1, showing you how to make a deep house beat. In the first part we showed you how to make this bass with Sylenth 1. Part 2, which is today, we're going to be covering how to make the lead sound. It's quite a plucky, reverby lead with a lot of space to it. This is what we're going to be doing today. Pretty straightforward. It's 2 saw waves, 1 sine wave and a triangle wave. Just a bit of modulation on the filter envelopes for part A and part B, same as what we did for the bass really. Nothing to it, just a bit of chorus, bit of EQ and quite a lot of reverb, which gives it all the space. I have got a bit of external processing on this. General bit of EQing again, just boosting the mids, a bit of mid-side EQing, just boosting the highs, which helps accentuate the reverb that we've got going through it. And a compressor, compressing it quite heavily, which does the same. It just helps bring out the reverb and the chorus on the sound. I'll turn these off for now so we can make the sound from scratch. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it then. So we'll init the preset. Oscillator 1 part A is a saw wave. Keep it as it is. Push the voices up to 5. Push the overall polyphony up to 16 first actually. Keep this on where it is for the octave. Push the phase around to about 63 degrees. Detune to about the same amount, about 9 o'clock, 1.8. Keep the stereo where it is, keep the pan where it is, keep the retrigger button checked. Oscillator A2 is a sine wave, which is on by default. Keep it on that. Keep the volume where it is. Pull this one down 1 octave, so it's 1 octave lower than oscillator A. Keep the phase where it is. Push the detune up slightly on this one to about 0.86, 0.7, something like that. Keep the stereo where it is and the pan where it is. Push the voices of this up to 5 as well. Keep this button, the retrig button checked as well. Okay, I'll show you this, just the 2 oscillators quick. Quite static at the minute, quite boring, but it's definitely going to get better. We'll set the envelopes up now. Both amp envelope for part A and part B are the same, so I'll build it in A and then I'll copy and paste it to B. So we'll just push the attack up ever so slightly to about 0.68. Pull the sustain level down to nothing and push the decay up to about 4. This is what gives it its plucky sound, a short attack, minimal attack, and a short decay with no sustain. That is how you get a pluck sound, no matter what you're making, whether it's bass, pluck for this or for an amp or whatever. Give it a tiny little bit of release, about 3, 3.2. As I say, the amp envelope for this and B are the same, so click this C button, that copies it. Go on part B, click the P, that pastes it to part B. So we'll go back into part A now. We'll just set up the filter. Filter for part A is a low pass filter. Push the resonance round to about 1.7. Pull the cutoff back to about 35 Hz, and push the drive up just to give it a little bit of warmth to the sound to about 1, 0.951. Click this button to make it a 12 decibels per octave low pass filter. The master filter will set up while we're here as well. Push the cutoff round to about 636. Same resonance as for filter A, about 1.7. The key tracking as well, push this around to about 2, 2.5, 2.6. Okay, that's it for part A. We'll go to part B. Oscillator B1 is a triangle wave. Push the voices up to 5 again. Push this one up 1 octave. So far we've got 1 as standard, 1 low octave and 1 higher octave. It helps richen the sound up, as well as the MIDI notes that I've made in the clip. They're going up and down as well. So So yeah, keep the volume where it is, keep the phase where it is, push the detune up to about 1, keep the stereo where it is, and pan where it is. Keep the re-trigger button checked as well. This means every time a new note's played, it's going to re-trigger this detune and the phase that you've got. Okay, oscillator B2 is a sawtooth. Keep the re-trigger button again, push the voices up to 5. Keep the phase where it is on this one. Detune to about the same as in oscillator B1, about 1.2, 1.3. Stereo and pan where it is again. This one wants to come down 1 octave. So it matches oscillator A2. So we'll go ahead and set the filter up now for this. This is a low pass filter as well. The reason I do a low pass filter and then modulate it is because if you push these dials around to the right, if you select a filter, it opens the filter up with the envelope. So it might look like it's quite heavily cut at the minute, but when we modulate it with an envelope, it's going to open both of these up like that as the sound goes on. So yeah, cutoff for B about 20. Resonance just a tad, 0.25. A bit of drive up to about 1.24. So yeah, that's it for both the filters. I'll show you the sound now quick. You can hear the sound coming together now. The little bit of release that you give it on an envelope, so it's almost like giving it a tiny little bit of reverb, but when we add the effects in a bit, it's going to make it sound a lot more spacey. So we'll go ahead and add these 2 modulations for the filter cutoffs first. So click on this box. It's just one we're going to use actually. We're going to use it to modulate the cutoff for A and B together. Same sort of thing. It's going to be plucky, same sort of envelope as this really, but just with no release. So keep the attack all the way down, sustain and release all the way down. Just push the decay up to halfway, about 4.945, something like that, and then push this dial round to about 4.2. This is the amount that it's going to move this cutoff round. So all the way around will be all the way open. So we want it sort of in between half where it is and all the way around. So I'll show you the sound with the envelope on. Yeah, I was just showing you the effect that this dial has. If you go negative, it almost pushes the filter closed even more. So you want to make sure it's positive when you're using a low pass filter, so it opens it up as it goes round. Right, so yeah, just onto the effects now. So I use chorus, EQ, and a reverb. So the chorus we'll do first. For the chorus delay, pull it all the way down to nothing, and then push it up ever so slightly. I don't know, about 1.19, 1.2, something like that. Keep the rate where it is, push the depth dead center, about 50%. Keep the feedback where it is, push the width all the way around to 10 where it is, and push the dry wet all the way around to 10 as well. Okay, I'll show you just the chorus on it, helps thicken the sound up a bit. When you use chorus on a plucky sound like this, it's almost like unison mode in massive. It just makes anything sound a lot wider. That's why, because it is such a plucky sound, that's why you can get away with having the dry wet so far around, because the chorus isn't constantly buzzing through the sound because it's such a plucky sound. So yeah, we'll go ahead and EQ it now. Click in this box, turn the EQ on. We boost the bass up to about 8.6. Keep the bass frequency where it is. We boost the treble to about 8.36 and the treble frequency to about 4,100 Hertz, something like that. So yeah, just the reverb now. Click on the reverb, click on the box to turn it on. Use quite a big reverb for this as well, as you can imagine. Say the size, I had it on about where it was, 7.6. Pull the width back to about 83%, dampening all the way back. Keep the pre-delay in the center, 100 milliseconds. Push the dry wet up just slightly more than half, about 54%. 54, 56, something like that. You can play with this as much as you want, whether you want a pre-delay or not, it's up to you. I find it works better with a bit of pre-delay on this. But yeah, I'll show you the sound now that's done, and then I'll show you how it fits with the other sounds that were made. Yeah, the pre-delay gives the impression that the sound is having to travel before it hits something and then bounces back to give you the reverb. It's a brilliant little tool to use on plucky sounds like this. So yeah, as I say, that's a sound done on its own. I'll play it through with the other 3 elements that we got and the little drumlet that I did, and I'll quickly talk about the last one in the series, which is going to be the pad that I've made. I suppose we should quickly talk about the processing I've got on here. This mid-side EQing, for those of you who don't understand what it does, it splits the stereo channel into mid and side. The side is anything that's pushed out to the side of the spectrum, as you would imagine. This being quite a wide sound with your chorus and your reverb. What I've done is I've boosted the highs parts of these side sounds, which just enhances all the reverb and everything. Anytime you've got a reverb or anything you want to make it sound even louder, compress it at the end of the chain. So I'll click these in now so you can see what they do. Yeah, quite a quick release on the compressor as well if you're using it to accentuate a reverb. That's just one trick. So yeah, that's it. So the third and final tutorial we'll be doing, and this is the pad. Once again, it's made with Sylenth 1. This is really straightforward as well, nothing to it. A bit more modulation on this. I've got a bit of modulation on the phase for A and B, and an LFO running through the pitch for A and B. But I'll play this quick for you so you can hear what it's going to be like. So yeah, as I say, it's more of an uprising drone than a pad, but it works really well with this because it's got the reverb that tails off at the end as well, same as the pluck what we did. So yeah, that will be what we'll be going over in the next one. As again, it's really straightforward, just 2 sine waves, a tri-saw, and a real thin pulse. But yeah, that's for the last tutorial anyway. So yeah, as always, any questions, feel free to ask. If you're not subscribed, make sure you head over to our YouTube channel and check it out. I'll put the YouTube name at the end of this video. So yeah, that's it. Check us out on Facebook as well. Facebook page, Sound Design Tutorials. And yeah, I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.